Well, in any case, it's in my head, so I'm not reading it from anywhere. I'm not reading it from anywhere. So if there is anything that you need at one point that I said that is not coming in any videos, we are still here. Even after the 14 days, I'm not saying after 14 days, goodbye, I'm done with you. We are on a journey. And my intention is to see you through that journey. So along the line, you will be probably coming up with many questions. One of the things that you can do is probably subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I will be uploading quite a lot of videos, including questions and answers on for people who are, especially for first-time writers. Okay. So thank you, Guguletu, for calling my attention on the fact that I was not recording, but I know that I will send you the chapter on uncomfortable conversations in my book, Shit Happens. So again, when the emotions come up, you have to embrace them. Sometimes when I'm writing, I have my tissues there because I know the tears will come. And when the tears come, it means you're on the right path. If you close up, you close up that emotion, you close up not just your authentic voice, but above all, you close it up for your readers, and you hinder a potential healing process in you. If a ball has to go from the sky. When you throw a ball and it falls down, it has to bounce back. If it doesn't touch the ground, it can't bounce back. And when it touches the ground, it bounces higher than you can imagine. So let your ball drop the ball as far as you can, so you can bounce forward with much strength and in a more powerful way. So we have like 10 more minutes to go, the system tells me. Is there something that you want me to touch on, or is there any feedback, from all that I have said so far? Let me not have a monologue with you here. Talk to me. Share your thoughts, your comments. You can contradict whatever I'm saying. I may be saying nonsense here. It could be. If it doesn't resonate with you, it could be as well. It's legitimate. So any feedback? If no feedback, tell me what is it that you want me to touch on in the next 8 minutes that we still have left.
Hi, Patrice.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hi, Patrice. I'm just imbibing a lot, and I have so many things that I would like to ask, but I just want to find out, whilst we are writing, I know that you said you are part of this journey with us. Will we be able to now and then just tell you how far we are and request if you could give input? Because just listening to you, I've really kind of changed the shape at which I was approaching the book. And I think I will definitely need more. This is not enough. I wish I had recorded from the onset, but I know that I will probably need more of what you are talking about.
When this is over, we can plan a jour fixe. We can plan a jour fixe once every second week or once every month. I will be running other classes, but I will definitely create time, either an hour every second week or an hour every month, just the way it fits. I would love to get on one-on-one with you as well, but also to keep the group going, so that we can share with one another continuously.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sure. Lockdown is a very tempting time. You think that you have a lot of time on your plate, but the time flies very quickly. Please be mindful of that. And also be mindful of the fact that when the lockdown is over, there is going to be a rush. People are going to be rushing to catch up. It's not going to be just your agenda. It's going to be the agenda of your children when you have school children. It's going to be the agenda of your clients. It's going to be the agenda of the people that you serve. It's going to be so much more. So you may not really have time. Please utilize the time that you have now as much as possible to get your mind, even if you're not writing, put your mind in the space where you know when this is over, you will always find time to write. And for that, the 24 hours master plan is something that you really want to use. When you do the master plan, please, I printed it. I have it on my fridge in the kitchen. I have it in my bathroom mirror, I have it in my bedroom. I have it everywhere. So I don't have any excuse to say I forgot. It is your story. I can tell you all the kinds of things. I can give you all the tips, but you got to write your story by yourself. And in order to write it, you have to write. You have to write. Having it in your head doesn't bring it on paper. It doesn't bring it out for your grandchildren or for your readers. You got to bring it down on paper. And again, in the last video, I said sometimes you get intimidated when you're typing, when you get on your laptop or your PC. Write with your hands. Sometimes it's easier when you write on a piece of paper and then you type later. Since we're all coming for dinner, now you're cooking dinner, we see you, so we'll come for dinner.
You know?
Yes,
you know, I hardly ever cook here, hey? I've been so used to it because I've been in my fields all this time, you know? So I'm like, let me actually contribute to this family that's been looking after me while I was going through everything that I was going through. So, yeah, come.
Did I touch on the things that were important? Showing up for myself. Yes, writing your book is a way of showing up for yourself. Show up in the best you can now, from where you are right now. Once writing is something very addictive. Once your first book is out, you will realize that you will want to not stop writing. This I can guarantee some of you. Once you finish the first book and you see that it's out there, you want to do more. Now, something that I haven't mentioned up until now, before we get off, there's one thing that allowed me to write quickly, to stay focused. It is when I designed the book cover. When you design your book cover, even if it is just a draft book cover, it allows you to, it gives you the feeling that you're actually doing it. And those of you who are interested in going online, you can actually go on Canva. Canva is a free platform. I use it to pre-design all my book covers. So you can go on Canvas, pick a template, and design something like a tentative book cover. If you don't know how to do it and you want me to help you, send me the information that you want to have on the book cover, or give me a sign and I will tell you the information that needs to be on the book cover, and I will pre-design a draft book cover for you, and that one will really push you to go on. The next thing you want to do when you have a book cover is set a date for your book launch. Set a date, pick up a date. Is it going to be this year? Is it going to be next year? Please don't go further than 6 months. If your book launch date is further than 6 months, you're not going to make it. Okay? So pick up a tentative book launch date, and I want you to have an accountability partner. Tell someone in your family or one of your friends, tell them on this day, I'm launching my book. And that is the deadline that you're working through. It really helps you to stay focused because you have committed to someone that you're going to launch a book. And if you tell me the date of your book launch, I'll be on your case. Not because I want to pressurize you, but because I really want that book to be out and I want to see you do it. So if you want me to hold you accountable, you can share with me. And when you share with me, you must already make up your mind that we're going to meet that target, come what may. Sisters, brothers, I'm going to follow you up because when I hear your book titles, I see there is so much in there that can empower other people. I see that you can liberate yourselves. You can, you have a new title. You introduce yourself, say, I am an author. How does that feel? You listen to that small, and one of the sessions, I'll bring in some of my young authors. We have 10 young authors. Some of them wrote their books in one night. I'll get them in one of the sessions, one of our live sessions, so they can share their journey with you as well. One of the young Globuntu authors. Okay. Good. Is there anything else that we need to touch on before the system throw us out?
I've just pressed the show hand button. I don't know if it's showing on your side, Beatrice.
Yes.
Raise hand.
Yes.
Oh, okay. What I wanted to get advice on, because the children's book that I'm writing about, I'm writing it from the perspective of a puppy. Okay. So part of why I get stuck at times is, just because I want to make it for when a child reads it, they can actually, in as much as I'm humanizing the dog, but I also want to dogify the human. I don't know if I'm making sense. So that when a child reads it, they have an affinity for and or with the puppy, but the human characteristics also stand out, and to do a good balance of that. And that's part of the thing that was causing me time, because I don't hate animals, but for instance, I don't have pets, but I wanted to work with the character.
Why do you choose to write from that when you don't have the experience? That is what would make you stop.
Because I'm writing for a 4-year-old, and it's to talk to them. And my 4-year-old loves animals, even though we don't have. He's got friends who've got puppies and dogs.
Okay.
And he's
so very quickly, how about you let your son talk to the dog?
The son talk to the dog.
Yes. And you still humanize the dog, because when you take the voice of your son, you know your son more, you know your child more, and you can easily get into the mind and see what it is. Or you can have the two of them have a conversation. Your son and the dog are having the conversation, and the whole story is being told in that conversation. Could be a series of questions and answers.
I'll have to start from scratch. Then,
if you don't mind, you can share with me in the inbox what you've written. I may be able to, not knowing how far you have come and the style that you have adopted, it makes it difficult for me to say exactly, to give any tips.
Okay, I'll inbox you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, wonderful.